After Deontay Wilder's performance versus Luis Ortiz Saturday night, Tyson Fury immediate reaction was that he would knock out Deontay Wilder. He told Mike Tyson that he would get Deontay Wilder in his honor. We back as the Boss Glenn. Good morning. Y'all know what it is. Your boy CJ Goodfella, early morning grind. Whenever I drop this video. But Fury doing a lot of talk. He said, I was going back in April and May and do this and do that. He ain't doing nothing. He just talking. I don't know if he even going to fight again. Do we have a desire to fight again? He's starting to drop weight. Say around 262. I think he a lot heavier than that. I think he closer to like 300 or something. But he coming down. He doing a lot of talking. He going to have to back that up. At the end of the day, he a cheater. He got caught cheating. His suspension got backdated. So, he used to be my favorite heavyweight. But when you cheat, man, I can't endorse that. He said he ate wild boar with the same excuse that the cycle player used. And they always, same excuse Luis Neary used in Mexico, saying the meat was contaminated. And somebody schooled me, like, you have to, it has to be, you have to eat a lot of meat that's contaminated that has steroids in your system. It's damn near impossible by the time you cook it or whatever it may be for that to be in your system. So that's a whack Arnold's excuse, you know what I'm saying? But he trying to come back, but at the end of the day, we remember Steve Cunningham putting him on his ass. And, Fury is, his whole game is predicated on feints and his height and his length. And he'll definitely give Deontay some issues with his height and his length. But Fury ain't got, like Teddy would say, Fury ain't got those, he ain't got that hydrogen in his gloves. He ain't a big puncher. He's a good puncher. He's an okay puncher for heavyweight. But he's more skilled than power. And he definitely could, keep Wilder on skates. But if Wilder punch just happens just to ease past, Tyson Fury's head, he'll knock him out. He'll knock him out. Fury could be winning 10 out of 10 rounds, going to 11th or going to the 12th round, and Wilder will still be on high alert. It's just the mental pressure of Wilder's power. I think it weighs on people mentally. And that turns into physical fatigue and mental fatigue, and I think that's what get people. I still stand on Wilder needs a new trainer. Period. He needs a new team. In the comment section, we was throwing out stuff. Me and somebody else, somebody said Teddy. I said Derrick James. Anybody but Virgil Hunter. And who we got now. But Fury's a good fighter, man. When he, if he's clean, he's a good fighter. It's just too much PED shit going on and everywhere in boxing. The WBC, We Be Crooks want Deontay to fight Alexander Povetkin next, who's fighting David Price in 3 weeks on AJ and Parker undercard. He's just gonna have to go on the murder's row of performance enhancing drug victims. He gonna have to just catch PED bodies. He gonna have to be the PED police, because it'd be a third one he fought, because if he fights Povetkin, Bermain Stavern was popped. Obviously, Ortiz was popped, and Povetkin was already popped. So, if he fights him next, he's just going to be the PED police. And if he gets Fury, Fury, man, he ain't expected to make no splash. I don't even think he's going to be able to come all the way back, in my opinion. Just to keep it true. I think it's over with for him. He trying to slim down. But when you put that much strain in your body, you trying to get back to how you look in there, I think it's an uphill battle. I think it's a young man's game. I think he had his chance. And, I think Wilder and Joshua is going to give him problems. Not because they're superior fighters, because they're active fighters. And Fury's been so inactive. He thinks he's going to be able to just jump back in and catch that wave. And I think he knows he's not going to be able to do that. Because you hear him, I'll fight Joshua now. And I think it's about the money for Fury. He lost a lot of money fighting that case and being out the ring for that many years. I think it's just about talking and getting the money. I don't even think he really believes the shit that's coming out of his mouth. Because you hear, I need to tune up. I'm ready to fight. He's bipolar when it comes to these type of things. I think he knows. I think he knows that his body isn't just gonna whip back into shape like that, and it's an uphill battle. And we'll see. Him and Wilder will be an epic fight, but I think that's at least 1 or 2 years away from him getting his feet wet, and then potentially facing Anthony Joshua. I don't think Joshua is still gonna fight Deontay, for a while. I think 2020 is ideal. And I just think Wilder at this point, like he said, I'm not even going to say that man's name no more. Like, just don't mention Joshua's name. Just, you do you, and just let him continue to do him. But Fury, he a non-factor right now, in my opinion. He got to build himself back up, but we gone.